She grew up in the Houston area, and Jennifer Wolf is back as part of the national tour of Moulin Rouge, the musical. What is it like, as someone who is from Houston, to bring this show here?
It's actually really incredible. This is the first time that I've ever played in Houston as a professional actor. As soon as I graduated college, I left Texas and I just started traveling and working, and I never was able to come back here with a tour. So to be able to share Moulin Rouge with my community is just so special. The show itself is incredible, and our company is beyond dedicated to this art that every night that we do a show, it's just an honor. It's an honor to share it with my community and have my friends and my old dance community, my family, everybody come and watch. You can't even describe the feeling of how proud I am to share this show.
And I'm sure they are of you, getting to see you on stage like this.
They are. My best friend from kindergarten came last night, and we hadn't seen each other in about 12 years. And so it was just, so incredible that I could, share what I do for a living with her, because, what we do is it takes us everywhere, or we're stationed in New York or in LA. So, the arts is really important everywhere. And I'm glad that, she was able to come.
I kept thinking about that, like how important the arts are, as I was sitting there watching Moulin Rouge last week, because I just kept getting chills. It is such a cool, transformative production, and you really feel like you're there in Paris.
Yeah.
What is it like being part of the show?
It's really incredible. If you just sometimes just like take a step back when you're on stage and just like look around at the detail of the set and everybody's costumes, like everything is so intricately different between all of the company members and our costumes. And then, just like the detail of the set and the lighting and stuff. If you actually just like stop and look around and just be present in the show, you'd be so surprised at new things that you find out every single night. Even as somebody who does the show, I've now done it 350 times.
Wow. Well, as part of the ensemble, what does that mean for you? What are you doing each night?
So each night, my job is to perform the show 8 times a week. So I'm an onstage company member, and also I understudy Nini. So whenever the character of Nini, which is Libby Lloyd, whenever she's not available, myself or the other understudies will step in. So that's kind of my responsibility, just to do my specific track every single night, and then to be prepared to go on for Nini. If that's a need.
This is a dance heavy production.
Very.
How did your training prepare you for this?
Well, I started dancing when I was about 3 at a local studio in Missouri City. And we were a competitive dance team. So we went to competitions every weekend. And then once I got to high school, as the community of Houston and Texas in general, we have dance teams, we have drill teams. So I did drill team all 4 years, well, 3 technically. You do a freshman preparatory year and then sophomore, junior, senior year in the dance team. And then I went to college and I danced. So I had just spent my entire life training to be a professional, and it never stops, like once you're a professional, you still have to train, right? I mean, we have to take vocal lessons, and we get acting lessons, and go to dance class and experience new choreographers. And that's just kind of how, your path goes. You just continue exploring, you continue training and just learning from new people.
So you started training when you were 3.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't imagine what it feels like, circling back to that first question, to come back here and get to do it professionally on a stage like at the Hobby Center for your hometown.
Yeah, it's so wild. And I'm so grateful, especially after 2020, when, our lives changed. And for 2 years, we weren't allowed to share our art with anyone. It's really an honor.
Are you showing any of the cast members around Houston, like giving them the hometown tour?
I mean, I'm from Sugar Land, which is, like 40 minutes west. But myself and some of the company members, I took them to barbecue yesterday. Just like over in the Montrose area. I just, and extended the invitation to everybody. And I said, hey, let's go get barbecue. I mean, that's something that, Texas is known for. And we just had a great time.
I love that. What do you want people to know about the show? I mean, obviously, most people know the 2001 film, What do you want
Yeah.
them to know about the musical that you guys are putting on?
I think that they can expect similarities, but just being immersed in the live version of this, it hits you differently. We all know that being in a theater space is very vulnerable. And it's just going to allow you, just for this 2 hours and 45 minutes, just to be immersed in this world and really to enjoy this love story and this tragedy, spoiler alert, and then just to be able to, laugh and cry and just take a moment away from the realities of the outside and just enjoy, the live version of that beautiful movie.
One of my favorite things, and you could hear it in the audience, even during the more tragic moments when a new mashup, a new song would start, and members of the audience would like chuckle, like, I know that one. But all of the new music and mashups that aren't from the movie, those were a really cool aspect too.
Yes, absolutely. And that's something that we hear from a lot of our audience members is, oh, I wasn't expecting all of this music. And it is really nostalgic because a lot of that music was like from the 90s and the early 2000s, and even prior. Roxanne is just something that I talk about often with people, is just, the Police and Sting. It's just such an amazing song. And it's an iconic part of the movie as well.
I didn't know I needed a Lady Gaga, Britney Spears mashup in my life, but I can't stop listening to that song. It's so good.
I know when the part in Toxic starts, it's enjoyable when you hear the audience respond to the dun 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 dun. Like, it's just so cool when people start to respond to the mashups within the, Seven Nations and then Toxic and then back to Bad Romance. It's so cool.
You still have a chance to see the show. It runs through March 12th at the Hobby Center. We have ticket information on khou.com.